Check, check, 1, 2. How's my sound? Nice. I wonder why my sound is so low. All right, let's get it started. And let's just keep the single player for now. Alrighty. I've heard this is pretty good, so I'm gonna try it out. What?
It's just real quick. Horrible at drawing cigarettes. Uh, Pentagon, octagon, hexagon. My lungs are gone.
Okay.
It's funny, right? Though?
Not really.
I have the link to your stream.
It's on my channel. What? Taking a while to load. Oh, speak of the devil. Ooh, ticking areas. I thought I had my mic muted. Was it not muted properly? Wow, what the heck is going on here? Ooh. Please do not change. Why am I Steve? Hold on. All right. Alrighty. There we go. That's my skin. Alright, so don't do this, and don't do this. Got it. Render distance of 8 chunks or above. Okay, let's check. Yep. Alrighty. Let's get started. Actually, let's make sure that I got music turned on. Let's stick it at 30 for now. Oh, and unmute the audio. There we go. And, like, oh, I was about to say that we were in a tavern, but no. This is really cool. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. It's got like a whole basement in here. All the dice and stuff. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to start the adventure.
Hey! Glad you made it. I'm really happy that you're willing to give this game a shot. It's one of my favourite things to do with friends. Between the role-playing, strategy and just being goofy with each other, it's always a great time. D&D has something for every kind of player. Now, you said the other day that you wanted to just get kind of an intro experience before joining my regular campaign group. So I figured a more individual sort of experience would be a good way of showing you the ropes. Give you an idea of what the experience can feel like. Just take a seat whenever you feel like getting started. I've got snacks that should last us until the end of the universe, so help yourself to those too.
Alright, we got the snacks, we got the soda. Let's see. I want a nice red D20.
Good to go? Okay, so first things first, let's choose your class. I've got the basics already written up for a few of them, so you only need to worry about picking one.
Alright.
Do you want to be a holy warrior with the ability to heal yourself and smite your foes with the power of your deity? Paladin might be the way to go. Oh, or maybe a wizard, using your magic to blast bad guys sky high with fireballs while deflecting incoming attacks? But a rogue could be fun too. Hit-and-run tactics, poisoning your enemies and watching them succumb to the venom. So satisfying. But it's also lots of fun to just be a barbarian with a big axe. Barbarians can get so angry that they just kind of forget that they've been hit and keep hacking away. I've always had a hard time choosing when I'm a player, so take your time.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, wait. Oh, that's freaking cool. How did they even pull this off? What the heck? Okay, so we got... Barbarian seems like a pretty good all-rounder here. Wow, look at that.
Okay, next let's allocate your stats. You want me to explain how stats and die... You'll also see that your class already has stats that will best support their abilities. Do you want to make them better at what they already do, or do you want to balance...
Okay. So I got 5 stat points available. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, what? I've got negative charisma. You know what? Well, I'm a barbarian, so Constitution is probably pretty important. And I'll just...
And like that, you've... Now, how about we dive right into things? The continent of Faerun has seen hundreds of stories turn into legends. The Dawn Age, when dwarves overthrew the tyrannical giants and elves waged war against evil dragons, thereby carving out a place in the world for small folk. The tyranny of the Rose Dragon, when the great red worm Ylvir Asalisar nearly razed Kalimshan and established her cruel empire. The time of troubles, when celestials and fiends alike were cast from their own realms, warring and laying waste to the mortal plane in their efforts to reclaim their divine positions. Yet each great story has great people steering the narrative. The Rose Dragon's empire only fell because Rafak al-Khajan and his companions slew the evil beast. The times of troubles ended because those like the mage Midnight rose to the occasion, in their case taking the mantle of divinity from the slain celestial Mistra until she could be resurrected. Now we come to the precipice of another such event, a budding calamity that could warp reality as we know it. Though there is no prophesied chosen one, no foreseen savior, if you play your cards right, you might just be able to avert what is to come. Or perhaps your story will simply serve as a cautionary tale for those who survive. Despite this, it all starts with something as mundane as fetching groceries for your parents.
All right. Let's get into it. Funny. No, there's no dice in Minecraft. It's just...
We open on
Yeah, this is a
Nashkel,
really
a
advanced map.
village on the northern
Like, holy
slopes
crap,
of
they
the
did a good
Cloud
job.
Peaks. The late spring rains have abated, making the trek across town to deliver a commission for your father at least a bit less muddy. As you make your way back along the main street, though, it is hard not to notice that your otherwise quiet home is riddled with strained, whispered conversations.
Okay. So we got quests, weapon, okay. So cool. Okay. I don't even know how they did this. Okay. Alrighty. Nice. Secrets already. Alright, yeah, so I guess we're just gonna go through. I'm gonna pillage this town for everything it's worth, because, like most video games, there's gonna be random crap everywhere. Alrighty. Oh. Not allowed to go there, I guess. It's a neat little boat. It doesn't seem like I'm able to talk to anyone. Oh, can I bust them with barrels? Let me see. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Alrighty. Oh, hold on. I think I know why they don't want you to go into third person. Interesting. So it's somehow something that's right in front of your face. Okay. Okay, so all these doors are closed. I mean, it sort of makes sense. We're at the beginning. I'm in a family of carpenters. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if I'm able to go into this lighthouse. Nope. And I'm going to bet this other stuff over here is just window dressing. Yeah, I'm right-clicking on everything. Nothing is coming up. Okay. I'm going to call that good. Mom, Dad! Hold on. Let's see. About. Oh, nope. Blocked off from there. No secret loot? Alrighty then. Well, what's my current quest? Oops. Interact with Eric. I suppose I was supposed to find someone out here? Who's Eric? Oh, hey, potion shop. That's interesting. Oh, there's a friggin' quest marker. Here we go.
Standing behind his produce stand is Eric, one of the farmers living on the village's outskirts. You have known him for most of your life, though he is still young and smile lines have only just begun to crease the sides of his eyes.
Your father said you'd be along to pick up his purchase. I don't envy him his back problems, as if he didn't have enough to deal with already as the headman. Anyhow, here you go. I'm sure he appreciates having you around to do all the heavy lifting for him.
Thanks, Eric.
Sure thing. Just make sure to get home safe.
What's everyone whispering about? I only caught a bit.
Everyone's worried about the people who've gone missing. You probably already heard about Helsa not coming home yesterday. That makes the 4th person in 2 weeks. The trackers looking for her haven't come back yet, but if it's anything like the other 3 disappearances, they won't find anything. People are real frightened. I can't blame them. Might be a good idea to not wander around on your own, even in town.
Nah, no one would want to kidnap me. I'm too much of a pain to deal with. I'll keep an eye out, though.
Mm-hmm. See you around.
Alrighty. Yeah, I was only able to see the quest marker when it was like out of the corner of my eye. It was being blocked by the blocks otherwise. So, you know, still got 1 or 2 things to iron out, but...
You hear voices from inside your house. Perhaps it is worth waiting and listening in.
And I just heard about it this morning.
Does anyone else know?
I caught one of the trackers before he could go out to look for Helsa. He said he'd check it out while the trail was still warm, if there was one. But I don't know if he told anyone else first.
We'll have to assume that he did. People are already starting to panic, and this will make it worse. I heard people at the market this morning talking about unfamiliar monsters. No one had seen the things themselves, but the rumors are bad enough.
This goes on and you'll have a mob at your front door demanding answers.
I'm surprised we haven't seen one already. We've got to get ahead of this.
So what are you going to do about it?
Give me a minute. I've got an idea, but I want to talk it over with Katra first. You're welcome to stay if you like. They should be back soon. Ah, there you are. Put the food on the table and come talk to me. There's something we need to discuss.
Yeah, nope, still not allowed down there. Okay.
Listen, you've heard about the people going missing. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but the whole Kelsit family is gone now. Neri found their farm empty this morning without even a sign of struggle. This is asking a lot, and I've got a feeling your mother's going to kill me after I say this.
Then don't say it.
But I need you to go speak with Endan Dravair and ask for his help.
You're right. I think I will throttle you. Are you insane? People are going missing, and you think sending Katra out into the woods by themselves is somehow a good idea?
I have to agree with Ilan. They'd make a tempting target.
The trackers have been going on their own, and no one's bothered them. Besides, after all the training I've put Katra through, they should be fine on their own.
Yes, but you could just send one of the trackers, or someone else.
I want the trackers to keep looking for our people. Other than them, there's no one else I'd trust in the woods more than Katra. After all the times you've run off into there as a kid, you probably know the paths better than most of the villagers.
I guess I am Katra.
And Vair's important. His ego probably won't let him talk to just a random villager. Neri could go, but she doesn't know how to fight, and I don't want the community's healer to be missing for a whole day if someone breaks their arm.
And you're not worried what Vair might do to them?
Unless Katra does something really stupid, which I would trust them not to, they'll be fine.
You know I'm standing right here and can answer for myself, right?
Hey, watch the sarcasm. We've talked about this.
Well, I think it's less of a they-them thing and more of a protagonist fitting whatever shoes type thing.
Well, they're right. Manners aside, they can speak for themselves, and hopefully also point out how reckless and stupid this is.
I mean, imagine how difficult it would have been to add in pre-selected sex. It's just... Yeah, anyway.
Mom, if I can help the village, then I'm happy to do it. Besides, I was just in the woods yesterday looking for berries, and I was fine.
Oh, she's gonna be mad.
I was hoping you'd say that. This isn't exactly an enviable task. I'm proud of you. Now, Endan Dravair is a proud creature. He has the wisdom of the ages and probably knows something that we don't. But there's a good chance he won't help us for free, just on principle. If he doesn't, I want you to offer him money. This pouch has 100 gold coins in it.
100? Where did you get that kind of money?
I took it from the village's emergency fund. I'd say this counts. Rounded it out to 100 using money we were saving for a new roof. Start with a low offer, like 30, and work your way up, unless you think you're gonna insult him or lose his interest.
Gosh darn it, I've got -3 charisma.
Whatever help or advice he can give will be welcome. If we're lucky, he might already know where our missing people are or where to look. A bird's eye view could show him what we need.
I still think that this is a bad idea.
If I'm being honest, it probably is a bad idea, but it's the only one we've got.
Is there anything else I should know before going?
At this point, you know everything that we do. I wish we could be of more help, but Vair's home is not far. Hopefully nothing will bother you on the way.
Right. I guess I'll head out now then.
Oh, before you go, do you want to do a quick sparring match? Couldn't hurt to brush up on your...
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Alrighty. Strength and speed, that's good. Alright, so basically, gotta get this thing. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay, so they're doing the multi-attack per turn thing by just making me hit stuff faster.
One more thing. I'm sure you can find your way and don't want me fussing over you. But in case something happens, you should take your father's old wayfinder. Don't worry. I know the woods, and Dad's right.
Just be careful, and come back in one piece. We'll be waiting for you with some dinner ready.
Okay. So at this point, I should just... let's see here. So what does Storm Aura do? Ah! I see. Okay. What am I forced to... Oh, I have to use the front door, probably. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That's the quest marker. Yeah, my skills are items in the hotbar. I mean, it's not truly its own game. I mean, it is still Minecraft. Oh, holding the compass shows the...
Whoa! Stay back!
Oh, ready? Ready?
Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I wonder if they got something to do with what's going on.
Alrighty. Nope, there's no digging and mining at the moment. Probably in adventure mode. Yeah, apparently holding the compass will show... Okay, in that case I'll put it over here by the menu. So holding the compass will show the objective. Alrighty. Oh, look at that. It's a neat little... You still see the town. Oh, there's a chest. Secret chest. Let's see. Confidence and magic. I've set off my rage by accident. Okay. So basically, this is a charisma potion.
Guess this is it? Unless this wayfinder led me to some old owlbear den. Okay then.
Okay, so that's an exit that way. Seems like full damage is disabled. That's nice. Oh, and I've healed. That's nice.
Why do you do this? Release me!
What was that?
I think that was supposed to be rolling.
As you reach for the coin that seemed to suck the life from Endan Dravair, you note a crack running down its face. Whatever these people want with it, you doubt they should have it. The moment you touch the metallic surface, though, a jolt of energy sears through your fingers and up your arm, followed by a sense of pressure, as if the ocean's tide were rushing into your flesh. Recoiling, the coin is adhered to your fingertips, bound there even as you feel that the force pouring from it stretches your skin and crushes your bones, threatening to rupture and burst your entire body. Other than your body, though, it is the coin that bursts.
This sounds like a sorcerer's
erupting
origin.
into shards of metal as the same light that flowed into it earlier streams into you. The physical pain abates, though something continues to press on your mind, clawing its way into your thoughts and filling your skull as the world around you distorts and turns insensible, chaotic, and then, finally, dark.
What happened? Where is...
Who are you? What have you done to me?
I don't know.
Answer me!
Please, stop! Who are you? What are you doing to me?
Who am... I will ask again. Who are you? What happened to those people in my cave?
Your cave? Who or what are you?
Do not play games, child. I am Endan Dravair, and you will answer my questions.
I wasn't with those people, and I only saw the last part, when that weird coin started doing something. It looked like they were pulling something out of you, and then some thing was put into your body. I thought they'd killed you.
They might have.
What do you remember?
I remember. They must have trapped my soul in that coin. I have heard of artifacts that can do such. I had never expected that it would be so painful, though. It felt like I was being torn and pulled apart, then crushed until I could not even tell what part of my body I was feeling. I suppose, though, that I was not feeling my body at all. After that, I saw the thing seeping out of my body, but I could not see if I was breathing. Everything after is unclear. It hurts to remember. I was still reeling when the next thing I clearly saw was your face. A moment before I felt that transfer again. Then we were here. Now we need to return me to my... Do you smell smoke?
Yeah. I'm going home. I need to see if anything has happened.
This is a waste of time. You need to find the people who took my body immediately.
Only after I see if they went to my village first. They may have done something.
Okay. Cave's blocked off with invisible blocks, so... Alright, let's go. Yeah, fall damage is turned off. Confirmed. Is there a trigger I was supposed to... Maybe I was supposed to hit a trigger over here.
No, no, no!
Yep.
Hey, there's something going on in that village over there. I'm not leaving a tree cover until whatever it is gets sorted out. Bad feeling about it.
Mom! Dad! Libby! Posh! Tanil! Anyone! The house? What happened to the house? Mom! Dad! Help! Someone help! Someone tell me what!
Ah, so there is someone left.
Safe to say their
I
roof
figured
is
there
the
would
least
be
of
a
their
few
problem.
of you bumpkins left scurrying
papered
about
up that
like
house.
rats. Well, we can't have you going and squealing to your neighbors about us, no. We want things to be quiet and peaceful, so you will have to come with us.
What have you done to my home? Where is everyone?
Take or kill them. We'll have no witnesses today.
This was my home.
Not anymore, it would seem.
Shut up! Someone has to be left behind. Is anyone there? It's Contra! Where are you?
Foolish whelp. Looking at this place, if they did not respond the first time, I doubt they ever will.
Why would they do this? Where is everyone?
Do you actually expect an answer to that question, or are you simply asking empty questions to hear yourself speak?
No, it's just... This is a lot to process, and... I feel sick.
Ugh, we do not have time for you to be pathetic. Your little village is gone. Accept that and move on.
It's cruel and not appreciated right now. I understand that you're upset, but I am too. So can you please lay off?
Fine.
So what are we supposed to do now? I don't have a home, and you don't have a body, and I'm not letting you take
I
over
like the
mine.
dragon too.
I do not think that I could even if I tried. As much as it galls me to admit it, all I can do is hurt you. I think that I could kill you if I truly wished, but that would likely end my life too.
That's good to know.
We shall hunt the people who took my body. We will find a way for you to put me back, and I can force answers out of those treacherous eels. Perhaps you can use the coin again to set things right.
But it exploded when I touched it. It felt like something was being forced into me before I blacked out. That must have been when you came.
Without the coin, I doubt that you would have been able to restore me anyhow, much less after whatever that monster of theirs did to me in the time since. It seemed to be fusing with my form. It might have been feeding, but that was not the impression I felt.
So I've got the same question as before. What now?
Short of purging my soul from your body, which I would not recommend lest you want me to destroy the both of us first, you will need to put me into another vessel. Ideally, though, that vessel will be my own original body, purified of whatever has come to infest it. If your villagers were taken by this group, then finding where they have taken me will also lead you to the answers you seek.
Sure, but I don't know anything about healing dragons or moving souls from one body to another. How are we supposed to do all of that, or even find these people?
I think that the best course now would be to seek the advice of the scholars in Candlekeep. It is relatively close and hosts the greatest collection of knowledge in Faerun that I am aware of anyhow. If anyone would know of a cure or be able to devise one and be able to tell us more about this group of people that attacked me, then we will almost certainly find them in Candlekeep's great library. Rather than walk the whole way, see if that man with the card is heading north. Preserve your strength while you can.
I think that's actually the first good, usable advice you've given me.
Do not push your luck with such frequent sarcasm, child. Find the cart and let us leave.
Ooh, new spell? Yep, that certainly is Fireball. Alright. So, we can improve our stats. Yep. Fixing my charisma. Alright. Currently, nothing else. Man, it's even got a friggin' one of these things. So what was it called? Like a journal or something.
Need a lift? Need a lift?
Oh.
After nearly
Fast
2
travel.
weeks of walking, leaving over 100 miles of the coast road behind you, Candle Keep's soaring spires are finally close enough to reveal their details. Set atop a craggy peninsula, rising above the Sea of Swords, the fortress overlooks the surrounding farmland, while keeping a healthy distance from the wild and shadowy Cloakwood.
At last. I had forgotten how... Remember, Candlekeep is the home of the Avowed, the greatest scholars on the continent. Be respectful, follow their rules, and try not to let anything too uncivilized come out of your mouth.
Let's get going.
Any more sneaky chests around here? No? Alright, well, if there's no chests, I'm gonna stick to the road, because I don't want to miss another trigger.
These fields look almost untended, and I do not hear any farmhands or livestock. Have these places been abandoned for some reason? Keep a keen eye out. If these people fled their homes, they must have had a good reason to do so. Let's see. Anything in here? No, nothing. Alright, this one I'm just gonna assume. Oh.
Hey, you! Wait, I've got something to tell you about those guards.
Yeah?
We're starting to wonder if you'd actually stop to talk.
What do you need to warn us about?
Well, the guards aren't going to let you in. I saw you coming up the road, and it's pretty clear you're not from here, so no one's going to let you in, even to the Court of Air.
Why aren't they letting strangers in?
People that are going missing in the area. Travellers and locals alike. Those farms you pass by, for example. Yeah, the families that live there just up and vanished. No sign of an attack or anything. So the people in charge are getting right paranoid and only allowing residents to enter the city.
What's the Court of Air?
The first time era. It's a big courtyard area, kind of like a small town in itself where people who aren't among the Avowed can live, work, and just find some lodging if they're travellers like you. Only the Avowed are allowed to stay in the inner ward after all.
Who are you, anyhow?
Oh, people around here just call me Scratch. It's not a very inspiring nickname, but better give 'em my real name in case the authorities come sniffing around. Used to work in the city office as a scribe, but didn't work out.
So how do we get in?
If you're gonna enter Candlekeep, you're gonna need a residence pass. They handed them out to all the locals in their jurisdiction, but it was pretty rushed, and with my special set of skills, I can make one that will fool the guards into letting you...
You'll do this for free? Otherwise, I'm reporting you to the guards.
Nice try, but you're not the first to use that angle. It's 25.
Fine. We have a deal.
Good. Now, I can't make this pass from nothing, and I sold my last copy a week ago, so you'll need to find one of your own that I can modify. Look at those farmhouses, though. The families there were either taken or left in a hurry. They might have one or two lying around. Bring back a copy, plus payment, and I'll get to work. Be careful, though. The people are gone, but I've heard some rustling around there and other strange sounds. Never seen anything, but it gives me the creeps. And I think I saw someone go into one of those houses, maybe to stay the night, but I never saw them come out. Probably just missed them, though. Good luck!
Of course, we have to do the legwork.
I'm the one doing all the work. You're just along for the ride.
I will contribute as best I can. My advice by itself could prove invaluable.
Yeah, if you ever give it.
Yo, Bentley, how you doing? I'm playing the D&D DLC. Fireball.
What is this thing?
Some sort of construct, it would seem.
Scarecrows are
Presume that
alive.
it is guarding this house, unless someone left it with more malicious intentions.
Thanks, but that advice isn't helping me to kill it.
Just tear it apart. If it cannot hold itself together, it is no threat. To think you needed my help to figure even that out.
Do you need Minecraft? Well, I mean, Mojang and Wizards of the Coast and one of the map maker studios worked together to make this, so whichever way it works, it works pretty well. Well, nothing in this. So I'm supposed to be able to find a residence pass in one of these houses. Now, I thought that I would be looking for a chest, but who knows? Maybe I'm looking for a book or something? Maybe looking in these barrels. No. Let's see if we can't get in through the back. This big old barn. Nope, blocked off. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's a table. If only you could just roll investigation. Hey, maybe the Wayfinder knows. Okay, so that takes care of most of their health. Pretty good.
Finally! What were those things doing on a farm? I don't think seagulls justify that level of protection.
No, perhaps they wandered here. Rogue constructs are not unheard of. Still, you might learn something if you look around. Then again, what have scarecrows to do with our mission?
Not much, I guess.
Katra, I'm going to try something. Do not be alarmed if things start to look different.
Wait, what? Whoa. Oh.
I said not to be alarmed. I was uncertain if I could do this while in your body, but my intimate connection to the material plane allows me certain privileges of perception when...
Plain speak, please. Village kid, remember?
Of course. In essence, I can see some elements of magic, how enchantments work, their origin or nature, what they draw power from. It depends on the situation, but you get the gist of it.
So I have detect magic.
Perhaps this will help on occasion, though I must admit that it is somewhat taxing to use this ability with your body. Please be quick.
It's a mess of dirt. There's a hole where the stake goes, but you can't get anything useful from this.
What would that kind of magic be doing here?
I cannot say. Some people draw power from such places, making contracts with fiendish creatures or finding other ways to tap into those planes' powers. Sometimes creatures from there also escape into the world, either through a summoning gone wrong or random circumstance. We have too little information to judge by. Still, this is worrisome. Be careful, lest a Garistro catch you by surprise and turn you into a snack.
It's a mess of dirt. There's a hole where the stake goes, but you...
Lower planes?
Other realities connected to ours, where evil things like devils and demons live, among other unsavory and...
Alrighty. Let us continue looking for this paper. Maybe it suddenly popped up now that we finished off all those scarecrows. Oh, hey, this opened up. Okay, well then, let's see here. There's a chest with onions, too.
Folded and then stuffed haphazardly among a pile of now rotting onions, you find a piece of parchment marked with an official-looking seal and titled Evidence of Residence in the Candlekeep Territories. A bit wordy, and a bit more aromatic than you'd like, but it should do the trick.
Good. Now return to that individual Scratch. Let us hope that he is adequate to the task.
Hope or not, we don't have many other options to resort to, Vair.
Why must you insist on calling me that?
It's what everyone in the village called you. It's easier than saying your full name.
Be glad that I am a magnanimous and forgiving dragon, else I would be inclined to start tearing up your mind again.
Don't worry, you're already a big enough headache as it is.
Alrighty then. I really don't like how railroady this feels.
Ah, is that a bit of legal documentation I see there? And smell? Okay, well, you work with what you've got, right? Give me a bit to scrape off and refinish the important parts, then I'll start with colour matching, then confirming handwriting, and your eyes are glazing over. Just give me the goods and wait a bit. And here you go. Certification that you absolutely belong to the area and can come and go as you like. Just don't let any wizards near it. They get curious. They've probably got spells or something that can sniff out a forgery. Otherwise, though, no one will ever be the wiser. Enjoy the castle!
Ha! Don't let any wizards near. Foreshadowing is a literary device. Anyway.
Papers, please.
Papers?
Kid, didn't your parents tell you? No.
Careful. If you must be a local to gain admittance, do not say anything to imply that you are not from the area.
Here's my residence certificate.
5 shadowing?
The guard glances at the paper.
Oh, you mean like when my beard goes out?
Signatures, but does not peer too closely. Watching him scrunch up his nose, the cursory inspection might have to do with not wanting to put his face too close to the smell of rancid onions.
All right. Everything looks fine. Head on in. Just keep an eye out for any strange activity.
Strange? Huh. I'm not a stranger. What are you talking about?
Passing through the city walls, you are dumped into a large, open square that seems to double as a marketplace. It is not exactly brimming with life, but considering how you've lived nearly all of your life in a small village, the number of people in one place is staggering, and the activity threatens to be overwhelming.
Good. That was tedious, but we made it. Now the next part could be problematic. Only the Avowed and certain others are allowed into the inner ward through the Emerald Door on the far side of this courtyard. Talk to the Keeper there and determine what is required to get in and speak with one of the experts.
No, I'm gonna look around here first.
An elven woman was once imprisoned here. As punishment for trying to take over Candle Keep, she was made to be the lighthouse's sole keeper and to live here in isolation for the rest of her days. She died from an accident only a few years later, but locals swear that they can hear her sad, maddened singing coming from the tower on dark, misty nights.
Alrighty then. This looks like a side quest of some kind. Whatever, I gained a stat point. Or at least I thought I did. Here. Oh, that's unfortunate. They seem to be stuck. Oh, there we go. Well, I hope they have their save points all put together, because there we go. Ooh, I can buy armor. And you know what? I have enough. Alrighty. I don't think I'm going to need potions too much, considering I'm a decent fighter. The Merry Unicorn Inn. Finally, a tavern! Oh, I didn't even see you there. Aha! The potions stack here? Oh, regeneration, that's good. Okay, I'm not really using rage too much, so let's do that.
What business have you here, child?
I wish to speak with one of the researchers.
You and everyone else. Do you have an appointment or a letter of introduction?
What if I told you that I am sharing this body with the soul of a dragon?
Yeah,
had
like
their
that's
body
gonna be
abducted by
convincing.
Cultists, and that we are looking for a way to bring him back to his original form.
Ugh, not another one of these. There's always some vagrant spouting about being cursed or needing to find evidence of their royal lineage or some other such nonsense. If you truly believe that dragon business, then you do not need a scholar's help. You need a doctor so that they can check your head.
What is your job here?
I am the keeper of the Emerald Door. If you cannot deduce my duties from that, then a nexus of learning may not be an appropriate place for you.
I wish to speak with one...
You and everyone else. Do you have an appointment?
Well, I don't have an...
Do you have a... Then you won't be getting in any time soon.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this confidence potion.
This is unacceptable. We must find someone to assist.
Wow, dang.
No.
So, you want me to break into a sewer, sneak through Ogma knows what kind of filth, and then break into the...
Presumably, we would be...
You only say this because you won't have to...
Actually, I will. You think I only see through your eyes? Child, I am bound to experience everything that you do. Believe me, sharing in your bodily functions these past weeks has been far from enjoyable.
Ew. Okay, point taken. Sewers it is then, I guess?
Heh. So here's what I'm going to try to do. Confidence potion. Oh, I can't speak to the... Oh, gosh darn it. Well, what was the point of me taking that then? Oh. Oh, I don't have the coin. No, it's a shiny axe. Okay. I hope there's some gold in here.
This is what living in a city means? How can one place produce so much filth?
You sounded as if you knew what you were getting into.
I thought I did. Didn't think it'd be this plentiful.
The byproduct of civilization. People are messy.
Vair, are you okay?
Do not call me that. It's strange. Even without a body or the need to breathe, I feel a tightness in my chest. Lightheadedness. I think that it would be best to spend as little time in here as possible. Please, hurry through this place.
Well, I was actually just getting used to the smell. Thought maybe we could wander around a bit. Maybe find a spot for a picnic.
No. We will move through here as quickly as possible. Do you understand?
Wait, you don't sound so good. What's going on?
We need to move quickly.
Alright, let's make this quick.
That is the right direction, and it seems to no longer be sewers beyond this point. These are probably the tunnels running beneath the inner ward I have heard of. Catacombs, vaults, labs. Much of the work and knowledge of the Avowed is down here, it seems. Unfortunately, there is a ward on the door. You will need to find a key, unless you wish to be fried.
No, I don't.
Wait, look at that. On the ground.
There's nothing on the ground.
Precisely.
Helpful?
The rest of this place is a riot of grime and muck, child, yet this path is almost spotless. I would be willing to bet half of my entire horde that a gelatinous cube has come this way.
A what now?
An oozing monster that inhabits places like this. Some people and more intelligent creatures keep them as witless guardians and janitors. The things absorb and dissolve any animal or plant material they touch as a way of eating. They cannot dissolve metals and other non-living things, though, so they can carry the equipment and goods of whomever they have eaten for some time.
Whomever? As in people?
Of course. Do not be dense, child. Now follow this trail. You might find something interesting floating in the cube's body. Just be careful, though, as they can be transparent and thus easy to overlook. There, look. The thing has a key inside of it. It must have eaten a maintenance worker or one of the Avowed. That might get us out of the sewers and into the cleaner part we saw earlier. Just don't let the creature suck you up. Please? Yes, it looks as if an enchantment quite similar to the one on the locked door is embedded in this key. It should work to get us through.
And what if it sets off the trap?
Then you had best hope that the mage who put it there set it more as a deterrent rather than a defense.
I really wish I could get back up topside so I could get that other axe, but whatever.
Okay, just going to open the door. The magically trapped door stuffed with potentially lethal lightning. Right, okay. And still alive. Right, well, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, be not so dramatic. You could find much worse before we are done here. I have heard tell that there are guardians and occasional escaped experiments down here, though that may just be rumor.
Wow, thanks. The possibility of even greater danger certainly sets my mind at ease. Thanks, Vair.
Stop calling me that.
Interesting. interesting. Okay, so the only way forward is to the right. Is it just me, or does this chest scream trapped?
What?
Oh,
get back!
Whoa!
I called it. Can't say I didn't call it.
Good job. That creature was known as...
A mimic. Yeah, I've heard of those things. Didn't expect it to be so... slimy, though. Why did it have a key inside of it, though? Did it eat someone like the cube did?
Probably not. Otherwise, we would have seen some more gruesome evidence of the meal. No, some people feed mimics various items that they need to hide or protect. If you know how to handle one of these things, they can be rather convenient guardians. As long as you keep them fed, that is.
Yeah, I can imagine the alternative.
Aha. Rats. Rats, I see. Yep, and then whatever those are. Okay, I'm gonna enable rage. Let's see if I can kite a couple of them over here. Come on. Alrighty. Woohoo! Oh. Oops, didn't mean to cast that. Dang, no way to read the book. Point blank fireballs. Not friendly to the undead, I see. A thing. Ooh, that's not a chest. Hi. Alrighty. So clear this section. Ready to zap whatever's coming around the next corner. Ooh, hey. That is a rat. That is a rodent of unusual size. You could say, oh, that. Alrighty. Oh, wow, you missed quite a bit. Yeah, I found the gelatinous cube pretty much instantly. And now I'm much deeper in the catacombs. I've encountered mimics. I've encountered lots of dire rats. Lots of undead. So yeah, you could say it's been a little event. There you go. Now, is a barbarian supposed to be able to do this crap? Oh, come on. This is perfect for a fireball. There we go. Alrighty then. This looks important, but it isn't. Alright. You know, I have a feeling the people who made this ran very different campaigns from the ones I've done. Because this would scream, you know, something interesting that the DM would describe. But nope, it's just a decoration here. Oh! You know, I don't think I've ever actually fought one of these before. That is a big cat. Oh, that holy crap, that barely did any damage. Yeah, people hate on the marketplace. I mean, there's one or two like really crappy things that cost a lot, but if you look, there's actually good stuff. And there's nothing that's actually part of the vanilla game that's behind a paywall. It's all stuff that's been developed by other people. Like, Mojang didn't even touch most of the stuff in there. Oh. Fireball. Lightning. Start reach. That thing has got a key inside of it. That is a drop of no return. So I'm gonna go see if there's anything else around here. Well, okay. Well, a lot of the texture packs that you can get aren't necessarily free, but they're good quality and they're not too expensive. And like, if you don't want to use the marketplace, don't use the marketplace. There's other places to get stuff. Either way, I mean, this map could have done with a little bit of a little more testing. That's going to be a mimic. Yep. There we go. All right, where was I?
Well, unfortunately, it seems that this ensorcelled armor is tied to the exit. Unless you have a powerful dispelling magic at your disposal that you have neglected to mention, you will have to defeat this thing to undo the seal over the door.
You're saying I have to fight a piece of armor with no obvious weaknesses, or even a person inside to take out? Let me guess, I have to just beat it into a useless hunk of metal, kinda like I did the scarecrows?
Precisely.
I'm really starting to hate constructs.
Nice, that fireball crit. Boy, activate rage. Yeah, if you go to mcpedl.com,
Finally!
There we go.
Oh, this better be worth all the trouble we've gone
Dang,
to.
I can't wear the
Valor.
armor? Yeah,
How are
whatever.
we going to get someone to help us, though? We're breaking in.
Let us consider that later. First, we need to get out of these tunnels. Someone might have heard the battle or noticed that the enchantment on the door is broken. We can determine our course once we are safely hidden within the inner ward.
Ah, nice place. Thank you. Unfortunately for you, chances are that you will only see it as you are taken away to a prison cell.
Get us out of here. We cannot be imprisoned. Not in a cell. Fight! Run! Do something!
Are you joking? There's so many of them! We'll be torn to shreds if we resist! While we would normally have prevented you from coming this far, Sage Thesserai has taken an interest in you. Now you are to attend him personally.
Whatever you do, do not allow them to incarcerate us. Do not give them a reason.
What does this Thesserai person want with me?
Sage Thesserai said that they found you curious, but did not elaborate. They also said that your mega powers could not pose a serious threat to him or us.
Who are you?
I am a captain within the Avowed City Guard, and probably the person to lock your cell door behind you. That is all you need know.
Who is Sage Thesserai?
Seriously, you broke into here without even knowing who the people in charge are. Not a very wise burglar, are you?
Okay, I'll go. Where do I find them?
He is waiting for you in Exaltation, the Keep. Consider this an honor, as few of those outside of the Avowed are allowed entry to our home. You are to head directly to the Great Library. Do not attempt to deviate from the main path. We will be watching you.
Didn't mean to activate rage, but whatever. Sorry if I sound low energy. That's because I am. I am tired. So what do you think I should do next week?
That is far enough.
Are you Thesserai?
I am.
What do you do here?
I'm the Sage of Magic in Candlekeep. That means that I am the leading scholar on magic and the department head of magical studies here. I also work as a lawmaker with the other sages. It's not terribly glamorous, if I'm being honest. It involves lots of committee work.
Poof! I am here. What are your other 2 wishes?
Wishes? I don't, Good one.
What happens to me now?
Do not attempt to resist the spell. If you resist, then we will have to detain you and try again until you cooperate. Lots of extra bother.
As the spell activates, you feel something press against your mind, and on some level you know that it is trying to pry away your ability to lie. The intrusion is sudden and sets your teeth on edge, and your first reaction is to resist. However, considering where you are and the promise of a jail cell, or worse if you do not cooperate, you relax and allow the spell to take hold.
Good. Now let's get the boring stuff over with. Do you intend to harm anyone in this city, be it specifically in terms of property or any other way that includes, but is not limited to, theft, spying, or harassment?
I mean, before meeting the guy guarding the Emerald Door, no. But now that you mention it, he seems like a pretty good candidate.
What are you doing?
Well, yes. Can't say as I entirely blame you there. We'll have to ask that you kindly not do that, though. Next, why did you sneak into the inner ward?
We need the help of someone who understands magic, and we cannot afford to wait.
We? There are more of you. Well, let's come back to that. Okay, now the interesting stuff. Why do some of our spells register you as a dragon and a human? You aren't some abomination, and you aren't a construct or other made thing, so what exactly are you?
Careful.
I am sharing my body with a rather cranky dragon, and we both really like to fix that.
That actually confirms one of my hypotheses. It also poses a lot more questions, but that's gratifying at least. How about while we've got this handy zone of truth working, you just tell me everything you can about how this dragon came to inhabit you, and we work from there. Well, hopefully they will be able to use what you told us to find out more about this group that you encountered and the monsters accompanying them. In the meanwhile, we need to discuss whether or not Candlekeep will assist you in your predicament.
Whether or... How could they refuse us? Tell him that Endan Dravayer demands their aid. It is only fitting that they should restore me to my rightful form.
Endan Dravayer says that he demands your help. That it's only right that you put him back in his body.
Does he now? Well, I don't see as he is in any position to be making demands, much less determining wrong and right.
I am a golden dragon. My very nature is to know right from wrong. Tell him not to question me.
He says that he knows right and wrong better than you do.
Does he? Well, I may not be an expert on dragons, but I am a fan of them and have heard his name before. I cannot say that it has been treated with much reverence or gratitude, as Endan Dravayer has a reputation for isolating himself and neglecting to help those in need, even if they ask for his aid. Seems to me that we neither owe him anything nor that we can trust his moral judgment, much less treat his decisions as lawful righteous commands.
Is there a way we can convince you to help?
Well, yes, I happen to have something in mind. You see, there is a clock tower nearby where a colleague of mine named Adro lives. However, no one has heard from him in some time. Since there have been reports of monsters going in and out as they please, it is probably safe to assume that Adro is now dead. Sad as that is, the old codger had a valuable book in his collection. I want you to clear out the vermin, and if Wizard Adro is imprisoned or injured, help him. If he is missing or dead, then find and take the book. You do this, and we'll call it even as far as your crimes go.
This will clear the charges against us?
Yes, as these monsters could threaten travelers and any avowed who venture beyond our walls, if left alone.
What if I don't come back? Maybe I just decide to run away.
Then you will have to look elsewhere for a cure to your body's occupancy issues. I dare say you would have to travel all the way to Luskan or Neverwinter to find anyone who might even be capable of helping you. Quite the gamble for such a long and hazardous journey, which I can promise very good odds from working with us.
Promising good odds doesn't sound like much of a promise.
No, but I can promise that they are the best you will find. Candlekeep and its resources are your greatest hope. Besides, if you do not count this little pest control issue, you might as well be getting access to our services for free.
Never mind that the pests might eat me.
Nothing risked, nothing gained, right?
What's the book I'm looking for?
The last written work of the late and great Archmage Mordenkainen, the Planeswalker's Guide, Interplanar Travel and its Effects on Spellcraft.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, fascinating, really, and far safer to learn from than by visiting the other planes of existence yourself. Adro got nearly everything he needed by selling us just an hour or two with that book every few months. Excellent! Well, in that case, I am looking forward to hearing from you once you have concluded your investigation. Until then, try not to die.
Alright, let's loot this place. Aha. Invincibility. I have to save that for a boss fight or something. Just like any Dungeons & Dragons player, I've got extremely sticky fingers. Alright. Clock tower's over there, so let's go. Who knows, maybe I'll find a shop on the way.
I have been instructed to allow you to and from the inner ward as you please. But if you step out of line again, I will arrest you.
Understood.
Enjoy the sights.
Pleasant woman.
I don't know. I figure you two would get along handsomely.
I understand that was supposed to be a joke, but even so, I fail to see the similarities.
Yeah, you would.
Let's go get a book. Go look. I've seen a book.
Not these things again. Why were they here too?
If I were to hazard a guess, they are guarding the path to the tower.
You think the person who put some in the farmers' fields also left these ones here?
It is possible. We will discover more at the tower, I suspect.
I'm going to assume. Gold. Give it to me. I'm rich. Rich, I say. Alrighty, let's... I dare say I'm making quick work of these things. Ooh. Hello. There we go. Scarecrows. What? There's a thing. There's multiple things. And they don't look friendly. Well, okay, now they do. Well, more of a crispy kind of friendly. I mean...
Feeling a special connection with nature in this place, Druids created this shrine long ago. The shrine is meant to heighten the magic of nature found here and allow visitors to commune with the earth. Even now, centuries later, the site is witness to all manner of events, from purification rituals to weddings to the swearing of oaths.
All right. So there's a chest. Regen. Nice. So, since we have that... I am able to do stats. Am I even going in the right direction? Because I know the clock tower's over there. Oh, wait. No, I guess it wasn't. Okay. Oh, that is a rat. And that is a thing that isn't alive. And now it's even less alive. Now, these things I'd prefer to not be alive by default, but I guess I'll have to fix it myself. Here we go. Now, I know I'm heading in the opposite direction where I'm supposed to go, but who knows? They might have put a little secret... Ooh. Whoa. There's a place. Okay, hold on. They wouldn't have built all this if there wasn't a reason for it. So I'm just going to assume I'm heading down here at some point anyway. Almost there. Okay. Wow, what's this place?
A
Looks like
nondescript but productive mine. Iron Throne has gained something of a reputation among the locals. This place has a history of being taken over by monsters that then turn it into their new home, until the local militia or a band of adventurers removes them. Why goblins, orcs, and other nasty things so prefer this cave over others in the area is anyone's guess.
All right. Now, other than half a stat point, can I find anything tasty in here? Any gold? Or other wares? Perhaps even a chest of goodies? Heck, I'll even accept a monster to slay. Aha! Ooh. Now that is some coin. Look at that. And that is a horde of monsters that I just vaporized. This thing isn't geared towards beginners at all. Okay. So, looks like I actually came in the exit, which I think is pretty funny. Now, is there anything up here? Nope. All right. Onwards. Whatever those are, they're annoying. Alright. Let's make our way to the quest marker. Oh, hey. How polite. They clustered themselves in a group just for me. Okay, there we go.
That must be it.
A bit grandiose, but still quite appealing.
There! I see the monsters. Let's get this over with.
Wait, did you hear that? Well, it's those things again from my cabin.
You only caught a glimpse of things before the fight started and cannot determine what caused this. Perhaps they were arguing over food.
Well, the more the merrier. Charge!
Light work. Look at that. Easy. Easy. A little bit interesting that I had a bit of nausea effect there at the end, but whatever. I was able to melt that whole force in, what, 5 seconds? Okay, that... Let's just go over here.
Wait. Remember the catacombs. We must assume that this place is similarly trapped.
Can you see anything with your magic sight?
Yes, but I cannot make out the details from here. Nor am I terribly versed in wizardly magics. The spell on the door to the catacombs was heavy-handed and obvious. These enchantments are more subtle. I can point out general paths and principles, however, it may take the two of us to puzzle them out completely.
The magics placed on this door turn out to be easier to understand than either you or Vair had anticipated, and you disarm them. Either Wizard Adro does not care enough to make better defenses, or he did not put them here. Considering that the door seems fairly new, the latter seems more likely. Perhaps something happened and these are temporary defenses.
Maybe the dude's not dead.
I must say, those were rather puny defenses as far as wizards' homes go. I'm increasingly inclined to think that someone else has taken residence here.
Human, stop! Leave or we kill you!
It seems that this goblin is facing you reluctantly. Upon closer inspection, it seems that none of the goblins seem terribly eager to fight you, that they are scared of something other than you, as their eyes continue to dart towards the stairs and ceiling.
Well, I've been rolling high, may as well try to intimidate.
If you do not leave this tower right away, I will destroy each of you. I will spare no one.
Then we kill you first!
Your funeral. Why didn't that hit? There we go. Man, when will these things learn? Alright, let's see. No chests, nothing. Let's go along. Now, considering that the book was a Planewalker's Guide, mayhaps they... Okay, hold on. Left path first. That looks an awful lot like a book. Interesting. Oh, here, let me read it out loud. We've managed to rebuild some of the wards that Adro originally had in place, but it was a disaster. I wouldn't be surprised if you heard Zanlig's screams all the way up in Candlekeep when we activated them. He burned to a crisp, but it wasn't exactly quick. We were too eager and rebuilt the wards exactly like Andro had them before. Apparently, some of those fireballs and explosions we were met with when we first arrived were a part of the tower's defenses. Should have seen the old creep. The wizard just laughed and laughed while we tried to put Zanlig out. That man is starting to scare me. Alright. This dude is obviously interested in his books. Got quite a few of them. Hey, is there going to be another diary entry here? No, doesn't seem like it. Alrighty. This is a fight arena if I ever seen one. Set up in my chair.
Excellent work, brothers and sisters. This wayward lamb will be a worthy offering to our Lord and Savior.
Break us out of here, Katra, now!
Nice try, kid. But this trap was designed to keep creatures far more dangerous than you contained.
No, 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 no! You shall not be caged! You filthy worms, let us out! Let us out! Let us out!
You attempt to discern any defining features or other aspects of your captors that might provide useful information, but you are not well versed enough in symbols and history to determine who these people are.
What are you doing in this tower? What happened to the wizard who lived here?
Oh, why do the people we capture always think they're going to get answers from us? What's the point of telling you anything? You will die soon, and it is more entertaining and safer to watch you squirm in ignorance.
What are you going to do with me?
Why, sacrifice you. Tempting as it might be to try and recruit you, we have been running out of souls to offer our lord.
Katra, you have to kill them. Maybe you can break through the floor, or perhaps try the wall again, or do something to force them into lowering the barrier, or...
Vayer, I need you to focus. I need you to help us get out. Do you think you could see or find anything useful in this barrier? Maybe a way to dispel it.
I don't... I'll try. There are channels in this barrier that the magic has to flow through. I think that if you touch that glowing point on the wall, you can redirect the magical current to wherever you step. If you pull the current to every part of the barrier, I think it will disrupt the entire...
What happened? The prisoner!
Kill them! Kill them before they flee!
Do not even think about fleeing! Eradicate these scum! Destroy them for daring to imprison us!
Already done.
Hey, are you feeling all right?
I am fine.
Okay, then.
Alright, looks like we're pretty close to getting this here book.
As you enter this room, you find the door across from you, the only way forward, shrouded in a magical barrier. In the center of the room sits a filled goblet on a pedestal. High above the door shines a crystal that is jammed into a crack between the stones. With Vayer's help, you can see that the crystal, goblet, and barrier are linked. Even from where you stand, you can see that the crystal has a series of wards around it, not to mention that even reaching the thing would prove a challenge. Written before the goblet on the pedestal is a note that says, "An act of faith and proof of fealty to our Lord. Drink and embrace the shadow of death to demonstrate your devotion."
It would seem that the crystal powers the barrier, and that drinking the goblet's contents will either allow you to pass through it or temporarily lower the defense. Judging by that note, however, I would guess that whatever is in that drink would not be good for your health.
Whatever is in this liquid will certainly hurt you if you ingest it. It will not kill you, but depending on your tolerance for nausea, you may wish it had. You can also tell that the goblet refills as soon as it is emptied. The walls are fairly sheer, but if you get up there, you might be able to disarm the crystal embedded in the wall. Grabbing onto the torch sconces and hauling yourself up, you reach for a crack in the wall for a handhold, only to feel the sconce crack and jerk as it starts to fall from the wall. Surprised and thrown off balance, you tumble from the wall and land heavily on your side, feeling something in your shoulder crack. As you enter this room, in the center of the room, even from where you written before the...
It would seem that the...
Alright, there's nothing else in this room, so I'm guessing I'm just gonna
As you
drink
enter
it.
this room, in the center of even from where written before...
It would seem that the
drink is room temperature, but it leaves a sensation like ice pricking your skin as it washes down your throat. Nausea and cramps soon follow, but they are manageable and your body
See,
feels
barbarians
otherwise
have really
functional.
good constitution.
Are you sure you're ready to face whoever is behind that door? This is the last room in the tower, and considering that we have not encountered them yet, it is probably where this lord we have heard so much about is waiting.
Gasp! It's you! Oh, nope.
You should not have come here. You've certainly made a mess of things, and now our lord is upset.
Yes, though it has been entertaining to watch you struggle and claw your way here one step at a time. You have caused enough damage. Besides, I am bored. While sacrifices are all well and good, I enjoy brutalizing my victims far too much to ignore when hapless fools wander right through my door. Oh! Suffer!
And I'm not even gonna need the invincibility potion.
The power of the devil runs through my veins. What do you have?
I have a dragon.
There, the Planeswalker's Guide. That is the book that Sage Thesserai sent us to retrieve.
That looks like a... Yeah. Get wrecked, Juggernaut. Alright, where was that Planeswalker's Guide? Is this it?
Now, what to do about this one? They seem rather powerful, but perhaps Thesserai and the other sages would prefer to keep them for questioning.
What? What have you done? You've doomed us all. Do you even know what is coming? You've destroyed our only hope at a safe haven against...
Against what?
Ah!
Enlightenment? Believe me, Novus, there is nothing that can protect you from the forces of the universe. They will learn.
Contra,
Give
get
her
us out of
some
here.
time
Run.
to see the
We need to
errors
run.
of her ways. Then she can dream that this never happened and apologizes before waking up. Useful, primitive and temporary, but even these figments of our imaginations that you call people
I
create the
can't
occasional
move!
useful too.
I'm trying to run!
Have you the eyes for such a thing?
No!
Have you the sight to recognize what lies in the blackest? It seems to me that you might, but...
I hope the dragon being in me is gonna save me, because...
Never mind. There was something familiar about you. Perhaps something that I met in you some months down the line. Your role in this world is done. Enjoy the coming sleep and, in your slumber, be ready for the awakening once the true gods come to call.
I put the stinky onions back in the chest! No, I'm gonna...
Can you swim? Get us
We
out of the
survived
water.
that.
Move, now!
Barbarians. They are hard to kill.
I did not think to see that thing here. That was more than we bargained for when we took this job.
The cultists kept saying things about that devil saving them, and then the last one looked like they recognized the masked man when he appeared. Any ideas?
None, except that they might be rivals for the same goal, whatever that may be. Still, the masked man talked about coming gods, and the cultists spoke of an approaching cataclysm. It is not too much of a stretch to think they are linked.
No chance we can go after that masked man, can we?
You would even want to? Are you mad? They toyed with you like a cat with an injured bird. You should feel fortunate that they went through a portal and that you are unable to pursue them. Hopefully they are gone far, far away.
I think I've had enough of this tower and everything in it. You?
Yes, I think returning to Candlekeep and its walls seems like a very reasonable and pleasant proposition.
Alright, let's
Though
get out
I
of
will
here.
admit that I want to know what they have done with my body. We were in no shape to contend with that man or monster or whatever manner of creature is behind that mask. Even if we should find a way to track them, though, perhaps there is nothing to be done for my body anyhow. It could already be gone, or simply pursuing that masked figure will result in both of our deaths. For now, report to Thesserai. They will want to know what we have found.
Alright. Well, as soon as I report back, I'm gonna end the stream. Because I was tired when I started. Been a long day. A good day, but long either way.
You know, you've been rather quiet since we left the town. Something is clearly bothering you. It might help to share the burden.
I let my emotions get the better of me.
Nothing
we were
much
trapped
is up.
in that barrier.
I
was
playing
not
this
thinking clearly, and
D&D
even if I
DLC
had been
for
clear-headed, there
almost 2
was
hours
so
at this
little
point.
that I could do. It's galling. I feel as though I am not much of a dragon anymore. I cannot say as I even feel particularly useful. I feel weak. Ever since I lost my body, I have had little or no control over my life. It's unsettling. I hate it.
We'll get through this. The both of us.
Yeah, see you later.
Weird as our world has become,
Oscar
and
Mike.
corny as this sounds, we've got each other at least.
Maybe you are right. At least we have each other.
Alrighty. Let's get through here. Man, I've got all these potions and all this coin, but I don't think I'm gonna actually need it. Oh, so this is the Dungeons and Dragons map that just released on the marketplace a few weeks ago. Yeah, I saw what you said about the crafters, and I've softened up a little bit about the crafters, honestly, since yesterday. Like someone said that you could, have a crafter with logs pointing into it, and since logs spit out 4 wood, that would immediately put 4 wood into the next crafter. And then you could have redstone blocks spitting redstone into the crafter. You could have all kinds of things. Honestly though, I still do want it to indicate when it's full and when it's empty. I don't like the comparator output being for what slots, how many slots are empty. I don't find that particularly useful. Yeah, I've watched a few videos and...
I was wondering if you would return at all. I considered scrying to see if you had decided to just make a run for it. Glad to see you didn't.
We've got the book you wanted.
Ah, excellent. Oh, does that mean that, Ardro...
Yeah, he's dead. The weakling couldn't even defend his own tower, it seems.
That weakling was one of the finest scholars on interplanar politics and commerce, and the academic community is much the poorer for his loss. I kindly ask that you treat his memory with at least some respect.
A cult of devil worshippers had taken over his tower and removed him.
Devil worshippers? That's a bit, extreme. I certainly hope that Ardro had nothing to do with them. So many people seem to forget how committing your soul to a devil is usually a rather permanent affair. I would not want that for him. He could be unpleasant, yes, but he was a good man, all things considered. Do you know what they wanted from his tower, or why they were there?
They had some sort of portal. I think they were using it to summon more devils and stay in contact with the devil in charge.
That cannot have been their only reason for being there, though. They could have taken residence and opened a portal anywhere.
Well, they did say something about needing a safe place. They thought there was some sort of impending calamity and were using the tower as a fortress.
Really? Did they say what this calamity would entail?
We didn't really get that far in conversation. Between them trying to sacrifice me and all that.
Ha! All right, that is fair. I suppose I had hoped for too much.
We did, however, run into that masked man we told you about, though. The one that was in the cave when Vyre was taken out of his body.
Really? What happened?
He sounded like he was spouting nonsense. Neither Vyre nor I could figure it out, but he then killed one of the cultists and their leader before taking whatever they were using to open the portal. A couple of its minions were also killed outside the tower while fighting against the things living there.
Pretty fair indication that they're not exactly friendly acquaintances, then.
So now what? You intend to uphold your end of the bargain?
Yes, the charges against you have been wiped clean.
Okay. So what are you going to do now to help us?
Help you? Whoever said that I would help you?
Oh, you piece of...
You did? You said that you would help us if we cleared out the tower and got your book for you.
I said that I would wipe the slate clean regarding your criminal activities and waive your fee for entrance to the Great Library. The matter of helping you with your little identity crisis is something else entirely.
So what more could you want from us? We don't have enough money to pay whatever ridiculous fees you expect.
What more indeed? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just toying with you a bit. I was planning on helping you from the start, as the problem piqued my curiosity. Though this ought to remind you that you should be careful about what someone says and what you agree to. There are plenty of devious people and creatures out there. Either way, I'd actually already begun investigating some leads. This may not exactly align with my specialty, but we have hundreds of researchers in my department, so I've enlisted their help.
You can just do that? Get them to drop their own projects?
Of course. What good is being a head bureaucrat if you cannot throw around your weight a little every now and then? Oh, and speaking of assistance, I should also note that no one has been able to identify the creatures that you described to me earlier. That in itself is rather peculiar, considering how many people in this city are fascinated with magical creatures. None of our experts have any answers, though. Fortunately, the Avowed are a curious lot, and are working all the harder to determine who or what you encountered. Since you ran into one of their kind again, if their bodies are still where you slew them in the woods, finding and examining their anatomy would go a long way towards solving the riddle.
What should Vair and I do in the meanwhile?
Well, you're always welcome to find other work in the area. Otherwise, you have been through quite a lot in the past few weeks. Go to the inn, get some rest. Come see me again once you've had a solid night's sleep. I may have some more information for you by then.
All right. So that's where I'm going to cut off this campaign for now. But at some point, I'm going to be picking this up again. Probably not next week, because, you know, there's... I'm probably... Hopefully, next week, they have the next beta out, the next preview out, and they're able to... If they add a bunch, I'll be spending more than one day streaming, messing around with that stuff. And I've been wanting to stream Egg Wars, so... That's mainly what I'm going to be doing next week. Maybe we can come back to this in 2 weeks, if you guys want it. Either way, we were talking about the crafter. So, what was the name of the channel I was watching earlier? What was the name? Oh yeah, cubic meter. So, honestly...
They say break bread with your enemy.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna post a link in chat when it comes to... So I've watched a video by this channel called Cubic Meter. And I really like his points and suggestions. Although there is one thing I majorly disagree with. He wants... Gosh darn it. Just let me share the video. He wants them to add quasi-connectivity to the friggin' crafter. I'd rather they remove quasi-connectivity from everything else, but whatever. As long as that jank doesn't come to Bedrock, I'm fine with it. Anyway, here's the video.
G'day ladies and gents, g'day ladies and gents, g'day ladies and gents. Cubic Meter here. My next video introducing cyclical crafting systems. My next video about synchronous...
But aside from that, I mean, I guess that's it. I'm pretty dang tired right now, so... No, I don't like quasi-connectivity. I mean... Look, here's the deal with quasi-connectivity. It's a bug that they should have kept fixed. Okay? Jeb fixed it a really long time ago, but the Java community kicked up a big old fuss. They threw a tantrum, basically, like they always do. The only reason quasi-connectivity is a thing is because when they added pistons, pistons had the same redstone hitbox as iron doors. That's literally all it is. It's iron doors. Pistons look like iron doors to redstone, so you can power the empty space above it with redstone, and it'll power, just like an iron door does. Except only sometimes, because you also have to have a block update for the piston, because once again, it's freaking jank. I don't like being able to power things through nothing, because it doesn't make any freaking sense. The reason I prefer Bedrock Redstone is, well, what it looks like is what you get. Yeah, the next stream I do probably going to be next Wednesday when the preview comes out, and then next Thursday. Both times at 5:30 p.m., just like today, 5:30 p.m. Central. I'll probably set up the I'll probably schedule the streams and set them up so that you can, set a reminder. And maybe we can talk more about Redstone then. Hopefully I'm not quite as tired next week. Until then, this has been Psyker. Subscribe, like the video, watch my next stream, share it with your friends so that I get more subscribers. I am trying to get monetized before the end of the year. It's probably not going to happen, but it'd be really freaking cool if it could happen. So yeah. This has been Psyker. And I am out.